Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Again, patience is still a virtue. Wait, wait. During the so-called pandemic here in the United States of America, I told numerous individuals, I don't want to use bad language yet, I told them what these guys are doing can't be legal under the Constitution. The mandates, the fact that they you know make this how do you call it, social media, censor certain kind of speech, tell them what to do, give them some hints, can't be legal. And the problem is they will do it, and by the time things get arranged or put back in place, these guys are going to get with it, or how do you call it, get away with it for 2, 3, 4 years. And exactly that's what's happening right now. We find out that the masks actually, okay, we find out that this is like that, and now we find out that the Biden administration might have violated with the government, the U.S. government, let's put it this way, U.S. government, the corrupt, isn't corrupt, whatever it is corrupt or not, might have violated the First Amendment over COVID-19. Let me show you. So when these guys are talking ever again about other countries' corrupt governments and tyrannical, no democracy, and they lecture other countries around the globe how great we are, how great we used to be, I think, then you remember this one, okay? And not only this one. Let me show you this little article coming from Fox News. You find it in many other media outlets. I just picked it here because that's where I found it first. Here it is. Biden administration violated First Amendment over COVID-19 content on social media. Court of Appeals rules. That is, they will say, they try to coerce social media to censor itself from hiding and banning certain kind of people if they say something about COVID-19 that the government disliked. Okay? All right, let me show you this. Okay, let's see what's going on here. The Biden administration ran afoul of the First Amendment by trying to pressure social media platform over controversial COVID-19 content. All right, so this is it. And it says, the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans ruled Friday. In a 75-page ruling, the appeals court made up for 2 George W. nominees and 1 Trump nominee. That makes it, that's why, said that the President Biden, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, whatever, the FBI and the Surgeon General, medic, revoke his practice license. Cannot coerce, right here, coerce social media platforms to remove content it deems problematic. I'm going to read again. So this guy said, the rule that President Biden, the presidency, the U.S. CDC, Center for Disease Control, and FBI and the Surgeon General cannot coerce social media platforms to remove content it deems problematic. So for all of you, or all of us, who had certain kind of videos banned, or channels closed for a little bit, or warning given, or I don't know, Facebook post deleted, warnings and so on, this is for us. However, in its ruling, the court threw out language from a Louisiana judge in July who ruled that the government could not contact social media platforms to urge them to take down content. That means they say, no, they can't. So it seems like they can contact the social media to urge them to take down content. Weasels. Under the new ruling, the administration has 10 days to seek a Supreme Court review. If you think this is what exactly happened, you remember when he supposedly was vaccinated on live TV? I don't think that what they put over there was a vaccine. I don't think. Why? Imagine he had a reaction towards that and would be live television streamed. This guy's shaking like a rat on the floor. Do you think they would show that? I don't believe it. Or it was done before and then they make it seem to be live. They don't do these kind of things live. If you know anything about these kind of things, you realize that couldn't have been. What if the guy got a reaction? The whole country would have seen it saying, shit, no fucking vaccines for me. They couldn't take a chance. The same with the moon landing and with Gagarin's, first man in space. Supposedly, no, it was someone else tried that, and that was unsuccessful, and then they got this guy ready for something else. But hey, I'm not going to go into that. You look into it. The ruling stems from a Louisiana lawsuit that accuses the Biden administration of threatening platforms like X, which is Twitter, formerly Twitter, and Facebook with antitrust lawsuits or changes of federal law that protect their liability and of silencing conservative voices. All right, my friends? It says here, the ruling said the administration coerced I'm quoting right here, coerced the platforms to make their moderation decisions by way of intimidating messages and threats of adverse consequences. And I'm quoting, significantly encouraged the platform's decisions by commandeering their decision-making processes, both in violation of the First Amendment, end quote, according to Washington Post. All right, my friend, Fifth Circuit just unanimously affirmed Judge Doughty injunction, Jesus Christ, against White House, CDC, FBI, and others, giving America and freedom of speech a major win against censorship, totalitarianism, and Biden. Totalitarianism. And Biden First Amendment, he wrote on X, formerly Twitter, blah, blah, blah. So, my friends, it says here, the National Institute of Allergy, the Infectious Diseases, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, and the State Department were removed from the order. It added 9 of the preliminary injunctions, 10 prohibitions risk doing just that. Moreover, many of the provisions are duplicative of each other and thus unnecessary. So they said that they overboard because of the prohibition. Okay, anyway, you got the hint here, the whatever that happened, and this is the U.S. government. So the U.S. government pressured by different, hey, by the way, I told you, these guys have in their diplomacy toolbox 4 things. 1, threats. The other one, blackmail. The other one is the regime change, and the other one is a direct intervention. This is internationally. In the domestic sphere, they have threats, blackmail, suing, arrests. This is what it is. This is what it is. I lived through this in Romania, okay? So I know how things work. I can say from the family firsthand, okay? So no surprise here. So again, Americans, wake the fuck up, right? Okay, all right. Now, this is the beginning. The fact that these weasels were able to impose masks on the whole country, impose something, and make us stay home and do all that, and lose your job if you don't inject something in you and so on. All these things sound to me very, very, very much tyrannical. I mean, if you like it, you're a weasel. Why? Because you like to have a mommy and a daddy to tell you what to do. Now go and brush your teeth, Gigi. Okay? Teeth, not teeth. Go and brush your teeth. Okay, let's see what socks we get for tomorrow. Let's get tomorrow for kindergarten. We're gonna get these socks. You want the one with Pooh, or you want the one with Tom and Jerry? Tom and Jerry, I think, is politically correct nowadays. So let's sponge the ugly. Okay, you want that? Okay, underwear. What kind of underwear? You want the tongues, or you want the boxers? All right, my friend. That's how some people like to be treated. People that don't know what the fuck life is. They just survive. Stay home, watch TV, eat, consume, shut the fuck up, work in a basement, okay? And they order on Amazon. This is their lives. And they vote and they tell us how to live because they just survive. What's going on here? I thought that the strong should win in any confrontation. It seems like they win. How? Democracy. Because they're equal with you. So they're dumb, you're smart, they nullify your vote. They're weak, you're strong, and always in a society, strong people and smart people are in a very tiny minority, and the cowards and the dumbasses are in majority. Not me. I'm just putting it this way bluntly, but you can look in studies. And if you have a study that would, how do you call it, deny what I said, I will cut my... This is going to go down there and cut it off, okay? And I'm pretty sure I will not, because I know the studies. So go ahead and find them. Jesus Christ. So anyway, this is the American, that's the government. This is what you find. Remember the NSA listening to you? Remember, what's his name? Edward Snowden, when he said what he said? Remember the WikiLeaks, the Assange telling us what these guys are doing? Wake up, my friends. Go and vote in the free, fair elections again through those machines. Put those things in the machines, and the machines are fair. They're going to send the signal somewhere. From there, it's going to send it to somewhere else, to someone else. And then they say, let me push the button. He won. Right here, the computer got all the data from the territory. My friends, don't be ignorant. Don't be weasels, and don't be infantile. All right? Don't be like that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.